Hi everybody, this is Virginia and Ginger's Rant Show. Hey Nancy, right on time. Hope all is well in Alma, Wisconsin. It's 84 degrees here in Lakewood, and our heat wave is supposed to end at 9 o'clock tonight, which I hope, I really do hope. They said it was going to extend until Wednesday, but they revised it, which is a good thing for us here. So anyway, it's not, this heat wave is not going to be long, drawn out like the one 2 weeks ago. So, anyway, which is good. Anyway, I hope all is well. I'm still working on some stuff. I'm sorry, the pollen count is high here in my neck of the woods, so you have to bear with me here. Well, Nancy, I'm gonna tease you here for a minute. Well, yeah, it was like that last week, 76. It was really nice. Humidity here is, let's see. Hold on a minute. Let me check. Just 1 minute. Humidity here. Okay, the humidity here in Tacoma, Lakewood area is 41%. So it's a lot lower than a couple weeks ago. A couple weeks ago it was pretty high. Here it's a little bit better. It's tolerant, but I just don't like it when it says hot. So anyway, what's going on? Well, today, HuffPost, I saw an article from HuffPost, an article by Chris D'Angelo. I'm giving him credit here. He stated well over half of the human infections. There are 365 degrees. We have well over 365 diseases that the human race has to deal with. Yeah, that's a chunk full. He stated well over half, 52% of the diseases that are popping up now is caused by climate change. In other words, things have gotten tougher, and these diseases that feed on this type of climate type thing. And this is due to the greenhouse emission gases that gone up, and it's why we have these raging storms that are going on. So many things are popping up, such as let me stay in there. Anywhere from polio to some of the other infectious diseases, and then we have to make sure that we're vaccinated against those said diseases. Here in the United States, as far as COVID goes, there is some pockets of COVID infections. If people just get vaccinated and get boosted, then they'll be fine. see, Dorothy. Well, stay safe, okay? Um, yeah, my cats don't really like thunderstorms either. They hide under the bed, and so it's really kind of scary for them. So stay safe, Dorothy. If you need to get off, let me know, okay? Because anytime you run anything electrical, unless you've got a good surge protectors around your home, you should be okay. But you know, it's better safe than sorry type thing. So, anyway, of course, you know, if you have cats, today's International Cat Day. All the cats around the world are honored and revered. I have my two cats. My one cat went outside, I think. Where's he outside? I think he's under the bed. It's cooler down there. Cyrano is up here on the windowsill. Good. Getting a little fresh air and, sorry. Getting a little fresh air and trying to stay cool. And it goes under the bed too. So enjoy your fur babies, whether it's the dog or cat, or fur babies in general. Enjoy them. Because there's a lot of benefits to holding your pet. If you pet a cat and everything else, you know that your blood pressure goes down. It's down to a normal level. I pet my cats all the time. Even Loki gets demanding. He wants to curl up on my arms here while I'm on the computer, and I have to make sure he's not pushing any buttons. He did that earlier today. He kind of stepped on my keyboard and everything just went bonkers here. So, anyway, enjoy your pets. Now, in the Justice Department, or Justice topic here, Travis and Gregory McMichael, the two father and son that killed the Ahmaud Arbery, when Ahmaud was just minding his own business running across the park, and he was training, because he was getting ready to train for track, and anyway, the McMichaels harassed him and shot him, which is murder. And the accomplice to all this that was filming all this, he is also sent to prison, but his sentence is much shorter. The McMichaels have been given, both others have been given life terms in prison. Gregory, the son, has been given life plus 10 years of hate crime. So he's going to be in prison for a long, long time, unless he dies in prison. But they're both given life sentences, and if it's life, they're likely to die in prison. I don't know whether they're going to be in the same prison complex itself, but they would have to assess them and probably separate them out. It depends on which prison they go to. And I would imagine both be going to maximum security. And you're asking, how do I know this? Because I have a criminal justice degree, and I studied this, how it works. Okay. So we'll just have to wait and see how they come out. But we know they've gotten life sentences. So it's justice for Ahmaud and his family. Those two guys are going to be sitting in jail for a long time thinking about this. And they lost their freedom. And they're going to run into other guys in the prison that are not going to take too kindly to their attitude. Okay. I don't know if they'll be put in general population or they're going to be in solitary. So it's hard to say. In this entertainment world, which is really sad, I don't know if you ever heard this or saw this on the news. You remember Olivia Newton-John? She died early this morning. She was 73. She was in the, she did a number of movies, especially John Travolta, and I loved her songs, many of her songs that she did. I think she was fighting a brain tumor, but I'm not sure what caused her to die. But she had some health issues. At 73, that's still kind of young in many ways, okay? Used to be, 100 years ago, being 73, that was considered pretty old, okay? Now it's not considered that as much, and you can see 90s and 100s. Some people live up to a 90 and some live up to 100, which is, I think that's a pretty good feat, really. I mean, you're on a planet for a period of time, and as they say of those that believe in heaven and believe in God, you're just passing through. You're just paying rent here, and you're just passing through. So my prayers, thoughts and prayers go to the Newton-John family, and I'm sorry that they lost her. I really do. Also, she had some voice issues too. She couldn't sing anymore. So, which is sad, because she really had a good voice, and an excellent voice. I've forgotten the name of the movie that she starred in. Let's see, let me check. Let's see. Okay, they don't, apparently that dropped for some reason. I don't know why it dropped. Okay, there we go. Grease, the movie Grease that she was in. She did a good job. She really did in her movies and her songs. So, I might go into Pandora. That's one of my music streams that I go to. I have Pandora app. I can set up, what they call radio stations and pick your favorite songs, and you can have your music list. And you don't have to pay for copyright. Pandora pays for all that. So, they got permission from various artists that, hey, you need to get the music out there. Okay. So anyway, it's really sad. It really is. We're losing a lot of good people. We have over the last week or so. And, well, like Roger Mosley over the weekend, he died from a car crash. And, he played TC on the original Magnum PI. He died from his injuries from a car crash, and he was 83. I thought he was the same age as, what's his name? The guy who played Magnum PI, the original. But I thought they were the same age. Apparently not. They're probably a few years apart. So. I know some of you were busy with other things that's going on, and I think I'm pretty much done here. Now, as far as the political side goes, one thing that I remembered now, the InfoWars Alex Jones, well, he got into further deep doo-doo. Since his lawyer during the defamation trial inadvertently sent all the text messages to the father's family, the father who filed a lawsuit against him, which, by the way, Alex Jones had to pay over $14 million to that family, $14.5 million. And that text, the January 6th committee asked the father's lawyer if they could have a copy of those texts, and said sure. So they handed the text over to the January 6th committee because they have filed a subpoena against Alex Jones, and Alex Jones kept thwarting and everything else. Now they have those texts. And because Alex Jones was always in communication with he who shall not be named. So he's in trouble. And now they have the information. Guess what? And I'm sure the federal side will look into this too. People are always impatient when it comes to federal cases and cases like against Trump. I'm pretty sure that Garland is making it a very airtight case against Trump. And I'm sure, they said there will be indictments. Nothing's been leaked yet. So, they don't like leaking anything. They just want to make sure they have an airtight case. They want to make sure everything is truthful and correct. That's why people are impatient. It takes time. And look what Garland did during the Oklahoma bombing. He was the head of that investigation team on the Oklahoma bombing. That's where he got Terry McVeigh and one other guy who eventually he got in. This was back during the Oklahoma bombing, the Mariah building. He wanted to make sure everything was airtight. So now, fast forward to now, they want to make sure everything's airtight then too. And the January 6th committee has been forwarding a lot of this information to the Justice Department. Because a lot of federal crimes have been committed. So we need to be patient. It will happen. And it takes time. We need to keep focusing and keep shoving back as far as the elections are going, the primaries are going. I don't have to really worry about it much on my end here in Washington State because I know Patty Murray will win re-election again. So people are very, very sick and tired of the GOP doing what they're doing, and there's more Democrats than there is GOP. Okay. GOP should lose power. They should really lose power, and things need to be worked on to solve our climate issues and everything else to help Mother Nature settle down. Now, the other part that's really jacking my jaws is China, and China needs to leave Taiwan alone. They really do. They need to leave them alone. And you see all these comments about people going, oh, well, Biden's causing this, Biden causing that, which is not true. They need to go in there and stop judging the book by its cover and really do some research what's going on. Now, the Biden administration, they're very truthful up front. He's keeping us constantly informed, which he's supposed to do, whereas Trump didn't. All he who shall not be named done is claiming how great he is instead of really doing the work as he's supposed to do. And he wasn't doing the work. And now he's broke a number of laws, and he violated a number of regulations. And so now he who shall not be named should be indicted. He should be indicted, jailed, and in prison for what he's done. You just don't do that to your own country. As President of the United States, you work for the people. And they're your boss. We are the boss. When the people say government, go, yeah, when you say government, that means it's you. You're the bosses. You're supposed to be telling them what to do. They work for you. You're just asking people to represent the business needs of this country. And people need to go back and maybe take a civics course on how all this works. Okay? We read the Constitution. We read the Bill of Rights. This is where the Bill of Rights states what you can and cannot do. What the government can and cannot do, what they're assigned to do. And also I think now the Justice Department is going after a number of police departments that violated constitutional rights within the people of that town or city, and harmed and killed people unnecessarily, especially those people of color, especially those black people, and that is wrong. There should not be a double standard. Okay? Especially those two guys that killed police officer Breonna Taylor. They now have been indicted and they have been arrested. Okay, Breonna Taylor murder. So, justice is going in the right direction, it's going in the proper direction as it should. Sure, people think it's unfair, but when people need to read up on their laws, rules, and regulations that were put there for a purpose and for a reason, they need to read up on it. Okay? Make it safe for everybody. And if people don't like it, well, put in a suggestion and state why you think this should be changed. It really does. I don't want my comment thing's not working very well. Okay. Anyway, that's what we need to concentrate on. We need to get to work and make things better for everybody. Okay? Well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off a little early today. I'm still tired from fighting the heat yesterday and today. It's really tiring, this heat wave. And when this heat wave moves on, it's going to go to the Midwest. It always goes east and batten down the hatches. They said it's going to be really stormy, especially in the Midwest and everywhere else. And Mother Nature is not playing around. Well, look what's happening up in Iceland. They're dealing with the gelding fire volcano area and everything. I will. You too, Dorothy. Stay safe. And Nancy, if you're going to be watching this when you can, keep me posted. Let me know when you get your product. Okay? So, anyway, check out my store. You have the link to it. If you don't, go to virginiawatley755 at gmail.com and I'll send you the link. I'm not going to be advertising in Facebook, per se, because of all the trolls and bots and everything else that's been causing problems. So, oh, there you are, Nancy. So, let me know, and if you need anything else, once you get your product, I will change out the products and change out, I'll drop de-essers and go to Mix Shop and others and not use de-essers, because Shopify is having problems with third party on stuff, and so they said we need to fix this. So, anyway, have a good evening, take care, and I'll see you later, and love you guys. Pass this on, be sure to insist, persist, and push back and share. Okay? Love you all. Oh, and I'll post this video on YouTube as well. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Love you.